Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about how you can get more raw crystal gem things, whatever the hell they're called. Raw crystals from the rock into the raw crystal mine. How you can get more of those guys. That's what we're going to be discussing today. And first off, let's take a look at some of these trader things. Man, I'm always stuck on these boats now. I never know if the best choice is to take diamonds or resources now, but we'll save that for later. But look at these trader options, guys. We got 7 power powder for 450,000 gold. Like, are you kidding me? And then 1 crystal for 450,000 wood. Terrible, terrible deals. And then we have 15 hero tokens for 1,000 diamonds. Not horrible, I guess, but I mean, still kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and get the free trader crate, guys, and see what we can get out of here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the trick is, guys, the trick is to just complain. You complain about stuff and Supercell rewards you, I guess. So very nice opening there, especially since we didn't have to spend any tickets. But we're not going to worry about that, guys. We're going to be talking about how you can get more raw crystals. So the first trick thing that you would do here, guys, is I would say to go ahead and focus on maxing out the Spirit Dancer tribe and the Lifewell tribe. You might be thinking, but chicken, I need the raw crystals to get these, and I know, but it's going to be a slow grind, and there's no real hacks or tricks or glitches or anything to get through this. So the reason I say this is because I believe that there should be a full resource reward like boost coming to that, and that's purely just speculation. I don't actually know what any of the tribes are. I'm pretty sure they're all just kind of like what's that word for stuff that just kind of gets made in games, like what No Man's Sky was. It's all auto generated. What's that like fancy word for it? You know what I mean? Come on, chicken. We'll stick with auto generated for today, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all just kind of like randomized and just like go like that. But I would say to go ahead with those ones first, guys, because I think that it's fair to say that we should see a like, that's where all the resource production boosts, that's where all the resource boosts in general typically come from. So I think it's safe to say that just a general resource reward boost is probably going to come from that soon, because the first week, I believe, was we had the gold reward boost and we had some sort of resource production boost. So I think it's fair to say, like I said, that there's probably going to be some sort of like resource reward full for all your resources boost coming to that sometime soon. Now, it's tough to say which tribe it's going to be in. It probably the we'll check the name of it again. Probably the Lifewell tribe, the one on the bottom, if that is the one on the bottom. But I think that would be the one that's going to have that boost if it doesn't in fact actually come. But yeah, I think that would definitely be worth doing in advance, especially because most people probably have their tribes around like levels 2 to 4, maybe even 5 if you went really hard on some of them right from the start. But I think that's going to be the best way, because if you can get that, man, that's like literally an extra resource reward statue if you didn't already have it, or another one if you already have one down, which is pretty crazy. The extra Power Stone chance that we've been able to get with the Spirit Dancer tribe has been incredible. Like, I've actually gotten not an insane, not like a magic raining crystal parade like some people say, but I have gotten a handful of extra crystals from it for sure, and just extra stones in general. But yeah, I guess the Lifewell tribe is the reward one, so probably max this one out first and then this one if you're looking to get the most out of your map clears in terms of raw crystals and just pure resources. So the rest of these, so the next tip is going to be, it's just about optimizing your map clears to make sure that you're getting the most resources for the amount of time that you're spent attacking and the amount of time that you're actually online to attack. So probably the biggest point out of like optimizing your map clear is just going to be to save your whales. And what I mean by whales is people that have a ton of resources. So you want to do this. Now, the good thing about the crystal mine is it doesn't matter. As soon as you get your resources, you can just put them away in there, and they're safe. As soon as you have your raw crystals, they're not going anywhere. When the tribes reset, I'm pretty sure that your crystals stay the same. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that that's how it works, guys. So that's the great thing about the raw crystal mine, is that they're safe. You get your resources, you get your crystals, and then they sit there. So you don't have to worry about that. But typically what the chicken tries to do when farming for resources, when loot farming in Boo Beach in general, whenever I have a ton of bases that have a really good amount of loot, I always try to save them for one map clear, so I have them all at one time. Now, obviously, this is different for upgrading defenses and stuff because you have to save up your loot to do that. And I guess once the raw crystals become very expensive, which they probably are for a lot of you now, we're late into the tribe cycle at this time. It's going to be important to make sure that you, not only are you gaining resources, but you're holding on to them. So the way to hold on, an easy way to hold on to them without ice, without defense, without really putting a lot of time or effort in, is just going to be to raid all the bases that have a ton of loot. In one go. So you do that all in one session, and then you can probably max out your storages if you have good enough bases on your map. And then from there, you just throw them into the raw crystal mine, and then you get all your raw crystals out of that. So that's just kind of an easier way to do it. It's just an easy way to kind of protect your loot. You can look at it. You can honestly look at it at some of these bases. I know some people do this, but they'll kind of calculate the resources that they actually have, and they'll include NPCs just as a basic, like as a storage, especially now because we can just straight up destroy them without even attacking. So it's literally just like free loot just sitting there. So like this one right here, if I destroy this, I could look at these resources as an extra storage. Like I'm guaranteed going to get these, right? They're not going anywhere. It's not going to reset. They're just sitting there and nobody can take them from me. So you would look at this like a storage or a vault or something, and just like realize that they're gonna stay there until you do your big map clear, and then hopefully you take out all of your whales, all the players with lots of loot on your map, and then you can just hoard it all from there and then throw it back into the crystal mine. So the next point. This is, I guess, a little controversial because it involves actual money. So this would be just for the really hardcore players that don't want to mess around at all with this, and say they don't like my last point of like, say you don't have a lot of time to play the game or whatever. Like maybe you don't have time in the day to sit down and do a full map clear and like really stay on top of all your resources and stuff. So I'm thinking endless reserves is a fantastic way to compensate this, because it just allows you to attack so freely and so often that it's like there's really no reason not to do it unless I don't know, like the only reason not to do it, I guess, would be if you actually have a lot of time to just sit down and wait for troop reloads and map clears and stuff. But it saves a ton, man. It saves a ton of time, and it makes those it makes the last point of saving your whales and saving the event for all in one map clear. It makes it easier and less stressful, because if you fail, it's not a big deal. You don't have to spend any diamonds. You can just reload and go again. So if you're less confident, I guess, in your map clearing abilities, it's probably a good thing to have in general, in the chicken's opinion. I don't know, guys. The chicken just loves his endless reserves, so can't really say that enough. So let's give a big shout out to the commenter of the day, and that is going to be 124 models. And I forget what he actually said here, so let's just pull it up really quickly. No, what was it, chicken? I think I do remember. He 124 models said. Okay, we'll pull that up. We'll pull that up in a second afterwards. Let's go ahead and get the warriors out. Let's try to get Dr. Caveman onto the HQ for once. We haven't actually been able to successfully do this entire round of Dr. Terrence here. Bit of a greasy start, but we got the warriors up here like this, guys. Now, it is tropical Dr. Terrence, so it should be a little bit easier. It should be, guys. It should be. It's always something. Move up, Caveman. Get up there, please. Thank you. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's get the ice shield up, guys. I did not put my shocks down in good enough time there, but with the warrior tribal boost, does not matter, guys. Does not matter. Let's see if we can pull up 124 models comment here really quickly. So stage 7 goes down. So pretty easy Dr. Terrence today, I guess, guys. And okay, here's what it was. 124 models said that that we should do all grenadiers against the shock base next time. I think that would actually be really cool with like just like how grenadiers look with the shock mine stuff. So big shout out to 124 models, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to let me know down in the comments, guys, how you're doing on your tribe levels, and are you finding it hard to grind out your raw crystals? Honestly, for the chicken, I'm finding it kind of difficult. Once they get up to like 4 and 5 million, it's pretty tough to get the resources up there and actually be able to hold on to them. So let me know all that stuff down in the comments, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.